The Healthcare Security Cast is sponsored by 3D Network Technology. Reliability is our core value. Visit www.3dnetworktechnology.com. And by Genetec, delivering security strategies for healthcare. Visit Genetec, that's GENETEC.com. And by the Change Execution Group. Visit 360lifetransformations.com. Before we get into today's show, I want to invite you to connect with the Healthcare Security Cast on a new platform. It's a text-based platform called Community. To join, all you have to do is text my community number, and that number is 647-372-2042. That number again is 647-372-2042.
Welcome to the Healthcare Security Cast, the podcast dedicated to healthcare security, safety, and emergency management. If you are involved with a healthcare security program or desire to be, this podcast is for you. Join the conversation as we discuss the issues that matter to healthcare security professionals while leveraging the expertise of healthcare security thought leaders and experts in personal development. And now, here's your host, Brian Hamilton.
Welcome to the Healthcare Security Cast for Tuesday, October the 13th. This is our third day of recognition for IAHSS Healthcare Security and Safety Week. I just want to thank you for your listenership, and I just want to share as well, over the course of this week, we've exceeded 7,000 downloads, and we've been listened to in over 100 countries. So thank you for your support. And thank you for the reach that we've been able to have with this podcast. Before we get into today's show, I want to remind everybody to take the time tomorrow, which is Wednesday, October the 14th, to listen to the IAHSS webinar, which is focused on our healthcare heroes. This will be led by Bonnie Michaelman and Roy Williams. I'll be listening live, and I hope that you will be as well. To register for this webinar, visit IAHSS.org. That's IAHSS.org/page/webinar. Again, that website is IAHSS.org/page/webinar. Again, this webinar will be just sharing some real-life stories of our healthcare security and safety heroes, going above and beyond. They'll also be sharing some insights on encouraging your team to grow and be successful. So again, that's tomorrow, Wednesday, October the 14th, at 11 a.m. Central Time. Hope that you're able to join. And before we get into today's show, we're going to be joined again by recognition expert Sarah McVanel, who will share her recognition tip of the day.
This is your Healthcare Security and Safety Week recognition tip of the day, brought to you by Sarah McVanel, Canada's recognition expert, and of course, Brian's amazing podcast. Your tip today is to acknowledge people exactly the way they want to be appreciated. And this really falls with not the golden rule, which is to treat people the way we want to be treated. It's to follow the platinum rule. Treat people the way they want to be treated. So if you're not sure how your folks want to be acknowledged, why don't you ask them? In fact, I have a really quick solution for you. Hand out a recognition checklist. Either send it to people electronically if you have people in multiple sites, or hand it out to them in paper copy. And it has questions like, do you want public recognition or private recognition? Would you prefer a gift card or me to bring you a coffee? If you find out exactly how people want to be appreciated and then you deliver your acknowledgement in that form, you will have such a broader and deeper impact in your efforts. And frankly, you will also see a greater return on any investment you make in recognition too. By the way, if you'd like a tool to start with, the recognition checklist, you're welcome to have on my website, greatnessmagnified.com, under cool stuff.
Thank you, Sarah. To hear more from Sarah, feel free to listen to episodes 24 and 39 of the Healthcare Security Cast, or visit her website, greatnessmagnified.com. Also, there's still a few days. If you do want to participate in the recognition on the Healthcare Security Cast, just send me a text message at 647-372-2042. That's 647-372-2042, and we'll make sure to get you on the podcast. And now let's get into today's recognition.
Hi, everyone. My name is Rocky Carmouche. I'm a Director of Operations and Security for HSS, Security, Inc. I'm over 11 hospitals throughout the Houston Gulf Coast area. And during the Healthcare Security Week, what we plan on doing to help recognize our officers is to just acknowledge them for a job well done, let them know that they are appreciated, that they are our heroes, and also we'll go about like giving them out certificates of appreciation, doing luncheons with our dietary department to just show them that we appreciate them and care about them, giving them gift bags. One of the gift bags, we put a little tweak in it where we put together Kit Kat boards with slogans on it that said, "Take a break, you deserve a break." If you know the slogan with the Kit Kat bar. And we also did the Lifesavers candy where we just let them know that they are a lifesaver. And we just put in a few other little things that's recognized for our company where we show that every teammate counts. So I would like to recognize one of our hospitals, Kingwood, which is a part of HCA, where a patient came in and she did not speak any English. One of the security officers, she was bilingual, and she rushed out to help assist the person in the parking garage, and she helped to translate information to our staff members to help assist the patient, and we were able to render aid to her from there. So just the extra mile that security officer went after her time was off. She was off at the time to help assist us with that patient. So I want to recognize that officer at Kingwood Hospital.
Eric Clay, Vice President of Security, Memorial Hermann Health System in Houston, Texas. I'm starting my 5th week in my new role, so it's clearly an exciting time for me. We are implementing a number of new initiatives. At our Cypress campus, we're in the midst of deploying Hugs Wi-Fi, which will replace the current Hugs configuration as it nears end of life. We recently began using Easy Lobby as our visitor management system. We're also switching from Milestone to Vigilon, which will allow us greater flexibility in the viewing of cameras and the use of video analytics, including facial recognition and video tracking. Another thing that we're doing is standardizing our vehicle fleet by replacing them with Chevy Equinoxes. And as you know, training is something I consider to be critical to the successful security program. We have an in-house training facility where we train all of our armed and unarmed officers. The officers receive a level 3 commissioned security license from the Texas Department of Public Safety, as well as IAHSS certification. Another thing I think is great about this department is we're the only department in the state of Texas to receive the Program of Distinction, which is something that we went through at Cox. And I know the amount of work it takes to do so. So I'm extremely proud that this organization also went through that. And if I could just give a shout out to Roman Aguirre and Hiawatha Atkinson. They recently helped deliver a baby at one of our campuses, which is not something that I would really want to have to try to be put in that situation. So I appreciate their efforts there. Also, our investigator, Mason Feinartz, he investigated a large theft involving more than $100,000 worth of equipment from one of our campuses. And despite being brought into the situation rather late, Mason was able to secure a confession and allow us to recover our losses from that.
My name is Charles Boshaw. I'm the security coordinator with Paladin Security at the Scarborough Health Network, located in the Scarborough area at all 3 Scarborough hospitals. I just want to give a quick shout out, especially during this week, recognition of all the heroes in the working healthcare frontline, security specifically. Want to recognize the leadership group that I've had the privilege to supervise, starting with Shift Supervisor Michael Colosmo, Shift Supervisor Mohammed Zubair, Shift Supervisor Fareed Popal, and then give a special shout out to Acting Supervisor Ryan Medeiros, Acting Supervisor Raphael Langsang. And I would also just like to give a special thanks to Client Service Manager Kevin Bissoondyal, specifically during the pandemic. He's been a great support to myself and the company. He's been more than willing to accommodate and make sure that all our needs are met. And then another special shout out and thank you to the client, Dennis Jocko. He's been fantastic during this time. Lastly, I'd like to thank the security guards that are working for Paladin at the Scarborough Health Network. They're an amazing team. I appreciate their hard work, commitment, and dedication, and ongoing efforts during the pandemic, especially. Couldn't be more grateful for an amazing team. Thank you all.
Hello, my name is Josh Childers. I'm the Systems Director of Environmental Safety and Security and Transportation for King's Daughters Medical Center, located in Ashland, Kentucky. I'd like to give a shout out to my security team, both in our Ashland campus and our Portsmouth, Ohio campus. I would also want to give out a shout out to a great industry leader, Carey Latasa with IAHSS Incorporated. And everybody have a good and safe healthcare safety and security week.
Hey, this is Ray Hitchcox. I'm from Chattanooga, Tennessee, CHI Memorial, and I'm the security manager. And I really want to say thank you to all the guys out there that work with us each and every day from Allied Universal. Our team is amazing. Ross, Elia, and Rick and Jim doing an outstanding job, as well as all the other guys. So I just want to say thank you. And I think every day should be Healthcare Security Week. So thanks a lot, guys.
Hi, my name's Harving Parra. I'm the program manager at CHOC for Workplace Violence and Environment of Care here in Orange County, California. For my recognition, I'd like to recognize Juan Rivera, security supervisor for the swing shift. Through his extraordinary actions on an event with a child that needed immediate emergency medical attention, Juan was able to act quickly through his multitasking and cool, calm demeanor during this difficult situation to do everything that he needed to do to provide the child with immediate medical attention and get an escalation of medical attention through a nursing staff in a nearby unit. This call came in when a mother arrived at CHOC and in a frenzy and really a panic, didn't know where to go, and just called for emergency services through our intercom system. Juan immediately recognized the mother was in distress and responded to the location, immediately jumping into CPR and emergency first aid, all the while multitasking and grabbing a responding security officer to grab a nurse from the nearby medical unit and escalating that first aid to emergency medical services. This is a perfect example of our security supervisors and the rest of our staff, for that matter, acting quickly during these emergent situations in a time of need and really impacting patient care outcomes with their decisive actions. So happy Safety and Security Week to our CHOC security staff. Really value the work that you do and proud to be in a department that works so hard.
Hey everybody, I'm Mike. In light of Healthcare Security and Safety Week, I want to take a moment to recognize the Piedmont Healthcare Public Safety Team. These are frontline security professionals working across 11 hospitals in the state of Georgia to make a difference in the lives that they touch every day. These are clinically integrated security professionals who are making a difference not only to the patients we serve, but to the staff that we serve as well, making healthcare a safer environment. Awesome work, awesome team. Go Dogs.
And before we close out today, we'll be joined again, of course, by Chris Littlefield, who will share his tip of the day. And now I'll turn it over to Chris.
Hi, I'm Chris Littlefield from Beyond Thank You, and here are 7 tips for nurturing a culture of appreciation. Tip number 3, meet them on their time, not yours. If you've got a 24-hour shift, show your people appreciate them. Instead of having them meet when you're available, meet when they're available. Surprise them in the middle of the night, in the night shift, and go in and sit down with them. Bring a cup of coffee, bring a treat, and check in with them in a time that's convenient to them to show you that you appreciate their time as well.
Thank you for sharing that, Chris. To hear more from Chris, be sure to visit his website, beyondthankyou.com. That's beyondthankyou, all one word, .com. Thanks again for joining us. Join us again tomorrow while we continue to celebrate Healthcare Security and Safety Week and celebrate our healthcare heroes. Our show will be a little bit later tomorrow as to not conflict with the webinar. So again, be sure to check out the IAHSS webinar by visiting iahss.org/page/webinar. Have a great day, and until tomorrow, stay safe and take care.